Aloha. I thought I'd do a quick video on TTO drop. I often get emails from people asking if it can be fixed, and the answer more often than not is yes. There's a few things that factor into that. With these Slims 195s, the super adjustables, a big area is prone to junk building up right around this area here. It's often soap scum, hair, skin, mineral deposits, pretty much everything. And they stay wet. Now that doesn't always necessarily cause the drop in the TTO, but here's an example of the cause for that issue is on this 195. It literally falls out the bottom. What has happened over the years is all that crud has built up in there and has caused de-alloying on these areas on the TTO. The way these are designed is they have a little taper right here, a step, and then you have the bottom of the TTO here. Like I said, this one's got a lot of corrosion in here. So over the years, it's caused some damage. Now, is some of the reason for dropping the TTO other than corrosion caused from the handle being pushed up, pulled down? It's really hard to say. But this one, like I said, it doesn't even hold together compared to a good part. It's barely even on there and it's holding together. This one has some excessive wear on it. A lot of times you'll see wear right here above the groove, sometimes on this edge right here, or on the face, and also the face of the handle. This one has excessive wear. Even if you could re-crimp that, there still might be a little bit of slop because you've taken off material off of the top of here and off of the top of here. Give you a good example of what's bad on this right here. We'll take a good part. The handle is still good because you can see there's a large gap here, and this hasn't even been compressed and snapped into place. Take a good handle and put it on the old TTO and it falls out. This part is rubbish. Now on super adjustables, they're really prone to corrosion. They have the same issue as the 195s and the Slims. You can also get a lot of corrosion up in here and down here, but that's for another video and another time. The issue when they start corroding in here is they don't or rarely take a crimp. When I put these parts together on the Slims and the 195s, I put them in an arbor press. They're compressed down, and if there is slop in there, I have a die that fits in this groove and it's compressed on 3 points, and that will hold them in place. Generally when I do the Razor-Rite service, that's how we correct probably 90% of them. Some of them have just a tiny bit of drop, but I'll go ahead and crimp those to be on the safe side. When you get into the super adjustables, they have the same issue with the crud building up, and they will start corroding. Actually, they'll corrode anywhere on the handle or anywhere on the TTO handle. This one is so far gone that it's got holes through it. When they get to this point, they're not even worth messing with. You know, when I see them like that, I just tell the customers, don't even bother with trying to correct the drop. Just find a new razor. That's all I can say. But you want to look for one that is as clean as possible. Doesn't have any of the white deposits on it. You know, you can get one that's a little dirty and you clean it all up, and it may have some gray spots in the handle. It may have some white stuff around here, or under here. The white stuff typically is mineral deposits, and under that is generally where the corrosion lies. I would steer clear of super adjustables that you see that on, because you're going to run a big risk. Even if there's drop in the TTO, you're not going to typically be able to correct it. I know someone's going to say, oh yeah, I've done it, I've fixed it, I've done it before too, but 9 out of 10 times you're probably not going to be able to correct that. I don't know if it's because the aluminum just can't take that form when you crimp it, because it's actually crimping onto brass, which is this piece here. It's similar design to the Slims and the 195s. You got a little taper here and you have that groove, and it snaps into there. The handle is a friction fit that slides up on there. But when they start corroding out here, your chances of correcting that by crimping it are pretty slim. And I just tell people to stay away from razors that are in that condition. It's just a waste of money. Spend a little bit more, find one that's cleaner if that's what you want, as a user grade, or if you're looking to have them restored, that's even more important, to find ones that aren't in bad condition. You can see this one has some gray spots right there. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but that's corrosion right there. And sure, if it's to that point, you can recoat this handle and call it good, but it's got holes in it. It's junk. You know, just don't waste your time with it.